So we have started the recording. Welcome, everybody. So glad everyone could join. Cubby's coming.
All right, I am here. So this is proof that you can do this business anywhere. I am trying to find more light, but so that we can get started. So really quickly, I want to start with some recognitions. So Sonia had a really good party. Sonia and Karen signed somebody up just the other night. So I do want to give a shout out to them because they're chugging along and have really been doing well this month.
Yeah, and they've already booked 3 classes for next month, which is awesome.
Yeah. And then we did a kind of like a customer appreciation gathering or get together where we went through. It was just nice for individuals to come over and to just associate. We had food, did a potluck style. Everyone said they really enjoyed that. We did a little bit of education as well, but people were really excited from that. So we have some parties booked from that as well. So I do want to take the time to thank everyone who showed up for that because we did really have a nice time.
Yes.
So I wanted to take 5 minutes to do that. But I think now we can get down to the nitty gritty. For tonight's call, the topic was how to close out your month strong, especially with it being Black Friday deals were this past Friday. Cyber Monday deals are coming up Monday, obviously. And so I just wanted to talk about with you guys even, what are some of the things that you do to close out your month? If you're striving to hit a new rank or to maintain a rank, what are some of the things that you guys do towards the end of the month? Go ahead, feel free to answer, and then I'll add mine.
Tashina?
Okay, you guys want me to go first? I can go first. So yeah, the Black Friday deals and the Cyber Monday deals definitely are on the priority of the list. I don't use my cell phone as much as everyone else. I don't use apps as much, so I do the old-fashioned way, and I mostly do reports from the virtual office. So my plan tonight, before I close out, I am going to do a report of everyone on my team that has spent 100 PV or less than 100 PV, because that's a report you can do. And I'm going to email everyone on my team all of the Cyber Monday deals. After Cyber Monday, I always contact via email everyone on my team who has a missed auto ship. So I know that Dana works her team very well. I don't need to be as involved with her team, but I still just figured if I send them an email, and I know only 10% of people read them, but maybe me sending them an email after they've already got a phone call or a text from Dana, they'll be like, oh, well, maybe this is actually important. There's more than one person trying to bother me about this. Maybe I'll take a look at it. And then if I'm trying to hit a rank, then I may do something promotion, which hopefully I'm thinking that I won't have to do that this month because the promotions are done by Young Living, thankfully. So Black Friday was definitely a good increase in my volume, and Cyber Monday, I'm expecting that will get me where I need to be. But had it not been a promotion that Young Living was doing, a lot of times I will do, spend $50 and I'll give you a $5 credit on your account. Spend $100, I'll give you a $10 credit on your account if it's, within the last 36 hours of the month and I feel like I need a push to get to that next rank. And so for the deals, for the individuals, because I don't really have a lot of people outside of Dana's team that works nitty gritty with the team, I will be doing text messages and Facebook messages to everyone that's in my second leg and my PGV individuals with the Cyber Monday deals. Because again, I'm very well aware that email is the least effective method. Only 10% of people read those. So the people that I really need to place orders will be getting text messages as well as Facebook direct messages from me on the deals. So those are the plans that I have to do.
Okay, very good. Julie, is there anything that you wanted to add? And then
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I do quite a few of those same things. I never send postcards or emails, though. I do everything via text messaging. But before Black Friday, I printed out. In fact, before I came up here, I just printed out a list that I had Young Living send me of everybody I've ever signed up. There's 3 pages of them that have fallen inactive. Not just the ones that are like that you can get off your office by yourself, which are either going inactive or gone inactive in the last month. Every one of them. So I was just going to try to contact them with Cyber Monday stuff. When we did Black Friday, I text anybody that was outside of, I'm going to say Leah's leg, Tashina's leg, your guys' leg. You know, I didn't do any of you guys's because you guys handle your teams very well. But my other leg, everybody on it, unless it was Kim Washington's group, I had to text them. So there's hundreds. But I did it. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if you guys saw the numbers on Happy Oiler, but between that and you guys' whole team, it wasn't just me for sure, but I mean the whole team are, and I'm not boasting, I promise you, I'm just telling you that OGV went up $4,500.
Wow.
Literally in 12 hours.
Yeah.
12 hours. And so it was those people who took the time. I haven't really, scaled it down to say, oh, Dana, this many people on your team. And I'm not going to do that. It doesn't, I just see the bigger number. But you guys could do that. Because I'm telling you, you people, everybody who took the time to text message and do the job to whoever, your ER people, people who are almost to ER, people who have never ordered or haven't ordered in 6 months, I text them all. And I made the text message personal to those individual ones. But either way, it worked. And so I don't know what to do now for Cyber Monday except to go back through and just send those text messages to everybody, the Cyber Monday stuff. That's all I'm going to do, and then put it all over Facebook. That, because I feel like everybody's, so many people, we had 40, did I tell you 39 orders more than and above the orders of people who did ER normally during the course of the month. They placed second orders. And then we had 18 orders from people who don't normally order that just placed a regular quick order. It was phenomenal. It was just phenomenal. So whatever you guys did, you guys worked it. It worked. And I'm proud of you. I'm telling you, it just made such a difference.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. I kind of like to add to your sentiment, Julie, because one of the things that I discussed with Shannon last time we talked to her was November is usually a really, really great month to hit rank because you have the Black Friday deals, the Cyber Monday deals, but people they just tend to spend a little bit more money November and December. And so I know one of the things that I look at, because I'm looking at the numbers, is like Tashina, I look for those individuals who are going to miss a check. And so if I see someone maybe that has like 89 PV or anything under 100, and they've got people doing things underneath them, then I encourage them to at least spend the difference and get their PV up to 100 so they can get their check.
Right.
So that's one of the first reports that I do run and look at. In addition, I look at those individuals who have missed their auto ship, maybe because of either, bad credit card information or what have you, and reach out to them as well. Because I know that there's individuals sometimes that are just not paying attention. Things kind of slip through the cracks from time to time. So those are individuals you may want to contact because they're going to help increase your OGV for the month. And then I didn't mention this first, but I think one of the important things to look at first is, like Tashina, do the old school, go under your virtual office and see where you are in your organization for you to hit your next rank with what's required. Because sometimes we might get tied up trying to work with people in a leg that might already be set for your qualifying leg. So I tend to focus on the leg that needs the most assistance and helping that person hit rank. So if they're already a star, then I call that person and say, hey, what can we do to help you reach senior star? Because today is the 26th, even though there's 4 days left in the month, there's still plenty of time to be able to do that. Executive OGV spiked over 40. I think we hit executive in November, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So our OGV spiked well over 4,000 within that
Yeah.
month.
And I remember, and this was too one thing that I instill with my team, because sometimes you look at those numbers and it seems like, oh, that's such a big number, I'm so far. But I know even for us, the month we ran for executive, I believe it was 3 more days in the month, and we still needed like 1,000 OGB. So
I remember that.
Ended up like right after Cyber Monday.
right. So so like at this point, all the deals are, specials, everything's gone. So now what are you gonna do? But really, really working and going through these people, because a lot of times it isn't a matter of people just not ordering because they don't want to order. A lot of times they just forget. They just don't think about it. And it's like, if you simply reach out to them, you simply let them know, hey, so I know last time we talked, you were looking for, this type of wellness or whatnot. It looks like you haven't ordered in a while. Get to know them, get to know their needs. A lot of times it's something just simple like that. And they're like, oh yeah, that's right. I do need these. I do need, these things. And all those little orders is what's going to help to increase that and help you rank up.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting because even talking to some people, sometimes people start looking like at today as the 26th. Okay, so what can I do next month? Like almost so to say as this month's already done with, it's in the bag. What can I do and change next month? But there's still plenty of time left. And so instead of focusing on next month, focus on what can you do, who can you contact, who can you help and assist this month. Because if you're just at the point where you're peaking for your next rank, I'd rather have you hit it this month than try to hit it next month. And in between, I think December has a slight drop in comparison to November. So there's no bigger month throughout the year that people are ordering. They're thinking about gift giving, but they're also thinking about their wellness because the weather is starting to change. More people are getting sick. And for some reason in their mind, it just makes more sense to start focusing on their health and wellness. So November and December are going to be really, really big months for you guys. But looking at the next 4 days, like I mentioned, who can you contact? Who can you reach out with? Who can you bless with Young Living? Right. We talked about a couple weeks ago about Young Living being a gift. Who can you give that gift to? Whether it be health, wellness, or abundance. And I think that's really, really important. Go ahead, Julie. I'm sorry.
So I got a couple text messages from people today that said, when are the Cyber Monday stuff coming out? They missed yesterday's, or actually Friday's, because of the glitches. And I guess they just didn't follow on Happy Oiler to know that it went through Saturday, but they said they tried for hours, couldn't get on, whatever. So they're so excited about Cyber Monday and getting in on those deals. So, phone, battery dying. So just to remind them, and you said something about this month being the biggest month, and it is. And so if somebody's going to rank up, that's so awesome. And then next month's the next biggest month. So if they're trying to run for, doing executive or doing something 3 months in a row, next month should be, it's never easy, but it will be an easier month than it will be in January to maintain that. And then with the momentum from November and December, January will have you on a momentum that you'll want to keep up. So make use of these 2 months if you're trying to rank up any rank, star or whatever, executive.
And you kind of hit on something that was big about Black Friday. So I think this is almost like tradition, but every year we crash the site, right? So the site is actually third-party maintained, but I think that's amazing. The fact that every year, it's not convenient, obviously, but every year that many people are ordering that they crash the site. And so Young Living graciously extended the deals till Saturday. And then we have the deals that's coming up on Monday, which is probably going to be just as big, if not bigger. So there's more than plenty of opportunities to pretty much take advantage of. We just have to do it.
Yep. And words become things. So say it, do it, get it done. So I've been starting this little thing with my kids. Every time they say I can't do something, I make them strike, the power pose, and they have to say I can, I will and I must. And they have to say it at the top of their lungs in that power pose. So again, you know, I can, I will, I must. We're so close. This is the month to do it. So run hard. And then, yeah, you can start thinking about early December too. Start booking those classes, and don't be scared to, you know, invite people and invite people to invite people. Now's the time to run.
And don't be afraid of holiday weeks. You know, kids are off school for those 2 weeks. Everybody thinks that everybody's so busy. Well, they are, but you know what? We're as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, that's a free week for us, but it's also a good time to get people together. And there are those who will come together on those days that everybody else is celebrating. So use those days to your advantage, even for one-on-ones. They work and people are available.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And I think it's interesting because we actually did have a class that we did on Black Friday, and one of our members was a little hesitant to have it because they're like, oh, it's Thanksgiving, Black Friday, people are going to be busy shopping. And I'm like, what better day to have it? Because people are already prepared to spend money. So with that in mind, if Monday works, have a class on Monday. You know why? Because people are prepared to spend money online. And she saw good benefits because of it. So to Julie's point, that makes a lot of sense. It's a frame of mind that people already have, but we can take full advantage of it while we have those days. So I think we're going to end that topic there. Does anyone have any events or anything that they want to promote?
Not unless you guys want to come down to Cleveland for a makeup party. I can't get anybody to come. I don't want to make it sound big. I said, you're going to make me sit here and drink a bottle of wine by myself and have my husband put my makeup on for me. That's going to be my party.
We're planning a makeup party here. I have it all too. It's a thing. We're trying to work where we need to work in the legs, so we need to work up here. So
that's all. No, I get it. I do. It's hard, but you know what? It's okay. I'll figure it out.
Yep.
If I could just go back to because I'm typing it here, but I don't think anybody's gonna see that. This last week, one of the things, this is the time really to baby people. Like what Dana said about people really do want to order, but they forget about it because they're not obsessed with it yet. They don't love it like we do. So this is a time that, like, if somebody, like, people will text you back and they'll be like, oh, well, can you place the order for me? I'll be like, yep, I'm going to call you on three-way on my silver line and we're going to get it done right quick. Like, this is the time it doesn't matter what you have to do to get these people to order, but for the last 5 days of the month is where you're baby someone. If it was the beginning of the month, I'd be like, no, here's the customer service number. Here is your member number. You're going to have to call. But at the end of the month, oh, yeah, I'm going to call my silver line. We're going to get it done in 3 minutes. I'm going to hold your hand for whatever I need to do the end of the month.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's something I totally forgot to mention. But, yes, that is a good point.
Maybe we should do that all month. Hold their hand until they get it. Or, and put a time frame on it. But if you're
unfortunately, there's weeks that I work 85 hours a week, and it's not as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe not just you. I'm just saying overall. Whoever's on this call, maybe that's something we need to do is, because that shows that we care. And if you care, you're building a relationship. I'm not saying that, Christina, I know you work, but I'm just, you brought up a good point that if, at the end of the month, we're much more relationship oriented because it means our check might go up. But we got to be like that all month long if we can't. That's all. I
agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I feel like the beginning of the month, we should be running as hard as we are at the end of the month. But definitely until people get it, sometimes you do have to hold their hand and this is how it works. This is how it works. This is how it works until it's imprinted in their head.
And then you require them that they do certain things. So we should be training and setting up people so that they can eventually train and teach others as well. So like you mentioned, Julie, you do want to put a time frame on it. But usually I know for me, that's 3 months. Yep. After the fast start, after you're off a fast start, you should have it down and should be running by yourself. We're there to support them, but they should be able to take over and do those things. So that is.
But just that case in point is like somebody who jumps on ER. You know, it's so new to them. And for 3 months, I will go on there and text them and say, hey, your ER is coming due. Your ER needs to be changed tonight. You know, it's coming up in 2 days, whatever. I give them a warning because I would much rather help them out for the 3 months, and then it should be a routine to them. It should be in their brain, on their calendar or something. But to have something shipped to them and have to return it and their money's already out of their account, it's a bigger hassle, a bigger headache. You don't want to have to deal with it. So it takes you literally a 5-second text to say your order's due, rather than causing an hour's worth of headache in the long run and making an upset customer that could turn out to be a really good member. So take that extra time.
Yeah, the people that are texting me stuff like this, these are usually ones that are about to go inactive and stuff like that. So we're a completely different conversation from the first 3 months. But one of the things that I do run very hard at the beginning of the month, that's when I send out my postcards, because I can sit in front of my computer at 9 p.m. You know, I can't really text people at 9 p.m. when I get home from service, and I get my name back in their head. I do a lot of work and a lot of running at the beginning of the month. And I think people respond to my text messages and the things that I do at the end of the month because they're like, oh yeah, that's that one girl. I just got a postcard from her. And a lot of times I get postcards out to some of Dana's team, and I think she sees the benefit of that. They'll be like, oh yeah, I just got a postcard when she's calling on them. So definitely run the entire month. It's just a different strategy at the beginning of the month.
Right.
You hit it. So, all righty.
All right, guys.
Well, thank you for you guys' input. I appreciate you ladies being on the call. Hopefully this was able to help out our team members.
Rank up.
As leaders, we're all there to support each and every one of you. And till then, I guess we'll see you guys on the call next week.
Yep, see you next week, and we'll get the replay up.
All right.
Okay,
Everyone,
bye.
You guys are doing great.
Bye.
all right. Good night.
Take care. Enjoy your party.
We will. All right. Bye now.
Okay. See ya.